Live from Allied Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, now in our 17th year of sports excellence, is proud to present Nevada Union Minor Volleyball. Tonight we unwrap our coverage of the 2014 season as the Nevada Union Miners take on the Roseville Tigers. It's our first look at the 2014 Miners, so don't you go anywhere. We have volleyball coming up right here, right now, on your NorCal Game of the Week. The 2014 Miners close out the first half of the Sierra Foothill League schedule tonight at home against the Roseville Tigers. Good evening, volleyball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide network. This is Jim Adams, the voice of Nevada Union Minor Volleyball. Joining me courtside again for his 10th season is veteran volleyball announcer Ed Martin. Our director and commander too, Gilbert M. Dominguez, and he's joined by the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team of Laura Unger, Bianca Cruz Manifor, and Shannon Doyle. Ed, we're joining the party a little late after our extensive coverage of Nevada Union Lady Miners basketball.
Miners had big talent this year. They won the SFL title for the second consecutive year, went deep into the playoffs, and unfortunately ran into a tough McClatchy team. We're glad to bring everybody that coverage, but now it's time for volleyball. Here we're right at the midway point of the season. Miners are in a three-way tie for second place in the Sierra Foothill League at 2-1. Their only loss thus far was Granite Bay Grizzlies, their old nemesis, who beat them 3-1 down in Granite Bay, 31st of March.
Well, and you know, Ed, tonight's game is against the Roseville Tigers. It's one of those teams they have to beat because they're all tied for second place, and they're in for a tough contest tonight.
Well, Roseville's overall record is really impressive, and the Miners are going to have to bring it. You know, they're going to play them tonight and then on May 5th, about a month from now, so they've got to get, you know, a leg up on them and then be able to make a move for the lead, stay within striking distance of Granite Bay.
So the table is set here at the Ally. It's the Nevada Union Miners versus the Roseville Tigers. Remember, you can see tonight's game and all our sports telecasts on our Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel. And of course, all of our programming is available on DVDs at our online store. Time for our first break of the evening. When we return, we'll take a look at the standings, have our coach's chalkboard with Marco Salcedo, and then get ready for the opening serve. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our fourth location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Welcome to Coach's Chalkboard, a feature before every Nevada Union Minor volleyball game. And as usual, we are joined courtside by Nevada Union coach Marco Salcedo. Marco, how have you been?
I've been good, Jim. How you been?
Oh, really good, really good. Let's take a little bit of a look at this Nevada Union team. Tell us how the first half of the season has gone.
Actually, the very first half has gone great. The team I have this year is just so well-rounded. The players were solid in all our pins, our back row, our passing. We had a little hiccup with Granite Bay. That was a Monday. That's why I hate our schedule, having Mondays and Wednesdays games. Unfortunately, we were off on Friday, had to come in. I had a morning practice, and we ended up, we lost a tight one.
This last weekend, I guess you had your first major tournament there at Bellarmine.
Correct.
How did the Miners do? And let's take a moment to talk a little bit about the adversity you faced.
Well, we faced our first game was Thousand Oaks out of LA County. And we went toe-to-toe with them. We won the first game 30-28. They actually were in the top 8, maybe top 4 down in the best of the West, which is all the LA teams. So this was a really good team. And we hung in, neck and neck. We won the first one, lost the second one, and lost a tight one of 13-15 in the third game. Then we went on to play Homestead. And rolled them the very first game, 25-12, turned around, we're winning in game 2. They just had no answers for us. And one of their players just came under the net on a lazy, it was, in my opinion, unacceptable. And Greg came down, stepped right on the guy, and he's out for 6 weeks with a broken foot.
Marco, talking about hitter Greg Paul, who has been one of the leaders on the offense this season. Broken leg, broken bones in his foot, and we don't expect to see him the rest of this season.
Right now, of course, yeah, I'm going to say no. Fortunately, I have seen that same break in, other players, stuff like that. I have seen them make recoveries in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm crossing my fingers that we might be able to get him back somewhere towards the end of the season, maybe even the playoffs. I plan on playing late into May and, going into that NorCal championships and all that stuff.
Well, we'll see what that brings. Right now, 3-way tie for second.
Yes. At
2-1, and Roseville is one of those teams at which you're tied at 2-1.
Correct. They're a scrappy team. The last couple of years, they've really they've been getting better and better every year. This is the last year they're in our league. They go to a whole new league next year. They are led with Christian Habil. He's an amazing young player. He's a great little setter. He blocks well. He hits well. And he's the leader of that team, and he gets them fired up. And like I said, over the last couple of years, we've gone 5 with them.
So you expect perhaps a lengthy match this evening?
No, that's not going to happen again. No, I'm done.
I'll promise you this. I'll stay here for the entire match tonight, okay, Marco?
There you go.
I owe Marco a lunch because I missed the last 3 sets when it looked like the Miners were headed to defeat, but they took the final 3 sets and won 3-2 in a wacky confrontation here at the Ally. Marco, you lost to Granite Bay in the first half of the season at Granite Bay, but the next match here is going to be at Nevada Union.
Yes, and looking forward to that. Right now, what we're going to be trying to do is just making some adjustments in our lineups. It's happened a few years back when I lost Roman Segezi. You got to go back to the drawing board, find out what works, everything. We were really clicking, and from the start of the season and everything. So now we got to go back to the drawing board and kind of figure out positions. How do I need to make changes? If I make one change and move this person to here, that affects me back row. If I move this person to there, it affects me front row. There's a lot of little things. Each one of them, I've got so many players, but each one brings a little piece of the pie. And you've got to try to, and if you take one little piece out, you're trying to find, to make that complete team.
So is it safe to say that we're going to see chapter 1 of the reinvention of the Nevada Union volleyball team with the adjustments you have to make tonight?
Yeah, tonight we're going to run a 5-1 with Mason setting. Evan is, great setter, my senior setter. We've been running a 6-2 all year. We've been running a 6-2 because his hitting is ridiculous. He's so powerful at hitting. That's where I have to make that decision. I hate taking, and putting, quote, my own son setting, but the reality right now is I need Evan's hitting. His offense is so valuable. So by running a 5-1, and we did it this weekend when Greg went down, we had to make some adjustments. I had Evan coming out of the back row, hitting the D ball, and we did fine with it. And
Evan Kittle, a big part of the offense, as is Chandler Heppy, and then you've gotten quite a bit out of Steven Skaggs this year.
Steven Skaggs has been playing club. He's huge. He's transitioned so quick now. He gets up. He's a threat on blocking. He's a great blocker. He's one of the key chapters right in that front line there, in the middle. And, yeah, Chandler Heppy, who was my libero last year, we moved to middle this year because I didn't have another middle. And Chandler, prior to moving to libero, was always one of my better blockers. So I decided to move him to middle. It's senior year. A lot of the seniors will do whatever it takes for the team. And so he's been playing all the way around anyway. So he's in the front row. He's playing middle. He's doing a great job of hitting and blocking. And then when he goes in the back row, he becomes our libero.
Thank you for spending some time with us. That's a great preview of tonight's contest. Stay tuned. It's up next. Nevada Union against Roseville. This has been Coach's Chalkboard. We'll be back with you in a moment. This is coverage of Nevada Union Miners Volleyball on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the Union Readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
I'm hungry.
Are we ready to order?
Yes.
Yes, I want pancakes.
Pancakes sounds good, Dad. Daddy scared.
I love pancakes at Old Town Cafe.
I love pancakes at Old Town Cafe.
Today's modern transmissions are engineering marvels, shifting up to 7 different gears while you drive. That's why when your transmission needs service, you can rely on the experience of trained technicians Jim and Marvin at Jim's Transmissions. They have decades of experience and stand ready to repair any transmission problem, from a simple diagnosis to a complete rebuild. It's Jim's Transmissions, keeping your car and truck moving down the road. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Gil. Pleasure to be here with you tonight, and we're going to talk to Ed Martin a little bit about tonight's contest, but before we do, Let's take a look, Ed, at the standings so far. We talked a little bit about the Sierra Foothill League. There it is, Ed.
Well, as you see, we don't always have the same numbers, but Granite Bay out in front, 3-0, went to a tournament and lost one, but 12-8 and overall. Nevada Union 8-5 at 3 schools at 2-1. That's pretty interesting. Nevada Union beat Del Oro to kick off the league play, and Nevada Union lost to Granite Bay, as we said in the open. But all these 3 schools bunched right up there. Roseville on a roll right now, a good overall record, 9-game win streak. Nevada Union's really got to come out and play hard tonight.
Rockland there at 0-3. What do you make of that?
That's lost 4 in a row. Man, that's a down year for sure.
And then here's the Capital Athletic League, in which Bear River plays.
Whitney on top. Bear River down with Antelope near the cellar. It's a tough season for them thus far.
Whitney was a team that not too long ago Nevada Union played during the regular season, and they were a very young school then, and they have become a juggernaut in volleyball. Their brother team, Rockland, not faring as well.
You wonder if it's just demographic shifts in the districts down there or something that's got them moving around like that, because Whitney wasn't much. Whitney was down there with Wood Creek for a while, and suddenly they're on top of the world. And like you say, Rockland wondering what hit them.
And so let's bring it to the here and now, Ed, and let's talk a little bit about tonight's match. Marco Salcedo talked about it in the opening. The loss of Greg Paul in the second match of the tournament just completed this weekend at Bellarmine causes him to kind of reinvent the team.
Well, Greg Paul has always been a player who could come out and do what you needed done. I mean, you look around, he gets kills, he does what needs doing, and without him, then all of a sudden you've got not the same depth that you're used to with him in the lineup. So, who is going to be your go-to player like that?
Marco talked about going to a 5-1.
Right.
Explain to the audience what that is.
Well, basically, you take your setter out of being a hitter instead of a regular 6-1 like you have. And you see a little bit of that. You've got 2 setters here with Evan Kittle and Mason Salcedo. I'm going to say we're just going to, have one person designated as setter, and he's going to do all the setting. And, as opposed to the sort of 6-2 that you see so often when you've got 2 strong setters like that, you may have to up your offensive complement to be able to get the points. I mean, you just got a matter of getting enough people, enough swings to get the points.
So tonight we see the first major change. We see Mason Salcedo in at setter, and Evan Kittle, who had been setting, goes to hitter.
Right. Well, and Evan has, he's another player. What do you need? He'll do it. You look at the stats for this team this year, Evan is basically at the front or nearly the front on every category. And so you say, what's my decision? And it's to put Mason there running the game on the floor, have Evan be another hitter. And I think you got to do that.
Greg Paul, a broken leg and a broken foot. Can he come back, Ed, before the playoffs?
That's a really short time. I'd be really surprised to see it. I can't say. I don't know anything about his condition actually, but to me it seems unlikely you could get back.
And be sure and join us next time as the Nevada Union Miners take on Ponderosa, the Bruins, on Tuesday, April 22nd, brought to you by Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. You can watch this and every broadcast on YouTube and also on the NCTV website. So you have an opportunity to view each and every one of our televised matches, and of course You also have the opportunity to order any of the games on DVD by going to the touchdownproductions.com website. Well, we're just about ready for introductions here. As we get close to that moment, what are your thoughts on this Roseville team? I mean, huge match tonight for Nevada Union.
Well, in Roseville, you know, they're athletic, they're tall, they've clearly got, you know, they know they're on a roll. They're confident. You look at them, watch the warm-ups, and, you know, they know better than to take Nevada Union for granted, but they know they can match up with anybody, you know.
How important is it tonight for Nevada Union to impose their game on the Tigers?
Oh, you're going to have to. I mean, you've got to make it yours, because otherwise you come in, instead of coming out 3-1, you come out 2-2, and you're playing catch up the rest of the league season.
So we're just about ready. As you can see, the players are on the floor, and the down referee is taking an inventory of the players who will be starting for Nevada Union. You see, as we talked about, Mason Salcedo right there in the setting position. Maybe we bring the camera over a little. Let's take a look at number 16, Steven Skaggs. Skaggs has had a great season. He is a junior and very tall, has had a great presence at the net. And starting tonight for Roseville, Dominic Quiaya. And here we go. Nice up there by Chandler Heppy. Skaggs tips it out.
Caught it on the side of his hand there.
Very animated Roseville bench. They are up for tonight's match. Skaggs with the dink. Heppy, Salcedo, Kittle. And a double hit is called, and the Miners are tied at 1. Mason Salcedo back to serve for the Miners. And that is out. One of the things in the pregame that Chandler Heppy talked about was in the Bellarmine tournament how they struggled at serving, and the first serve for the Miners is out. And that also is out.
No, having trouble hitting the court tonight.
And now Jensen Bailey to serve. And the tip by Evan Kittle gets the Miners a point. Into the game for Nevada Union, Riley Bearsons to serve. And another service error, 2 in a row to start off the match for the Miners. Short set, and it goes out. And there you see Steven Skaggs in action.
Man, that was nice.
Cole Williams to serve for Nevada Union, wearing the libero jersey tonight. Overset, and that's punched long.
Some miscommunication there on the front line for Roseville, I think.
And Neil Riley with the touch that goes long. Tied at 4 here early on. Should be a free play, and that is tapped out. And it is Trevor Pratt who taps on his chest and says, "My bad."
Sort of standing there in the middle of the court.
Here's Williams again, and that is another service error. So 3 so far tonight for Nevada Union. And Ed, that's really 2 or 3 too many.
Well, it's 5-5, and it wouldn't be.
Set by Salcedo. Dig over the side. Again, and hit long.
You know, Roseville really has 1 point on their own offense. 5 from Nevada Union miscues. That's telling.
Harrison McCormick with the kill that went long. That was Heppy. Oh, and a masterful kill there.
He
by
heard me
Ramiro Gutierrez.
Heard me talking about their lack of offense and put some down.
7-5 in favor of the Tigers. Kittle. And that's good.
Roseville wanted to say it wasn't, but everybody had an eye on it. Kittle was emphatic.
And here is Evan Kittle, number 11, the senior serving. And that is tapped out.
Wow.
So tied at 7.
A little too strong a flick of the wrist on that one.
Nice block. Kittle with the dig. And the kill by Harrison McCormick. You know, the Miners kind of seem here early on, Ed, like they just need to get their groove.
Exactly. No, they're playing well. They're just not hitting the court. You know, that's a scary.
And another service error. That's 4 so far for Nevada Union. McCormick again, they're sure going to him. Comes off the ceiling. Free ball for Nevada Union, but tapped into the net by number 7, Jensen Bailey. Harrison McCormick to serve. The Miners their first lead of the match, 9-8. And that is long.
Ooh. 5 service errors the first set.
Oh, beautiful block there by number 17, Dominic Quiaya. And now it's Roseville back up 10-9. And there is a service error by Neil Riley. Skaggs back into the game. Williams out. Chandler Heppy to serve for the Miners. And a touch brings the point to Roseville. And here's Quiaya serving for the Tigers. Skaggs, yes. He loves that short set, Ed.
Does indeed.
So the Miners tied at 11. They have to get their service game back on track. And that's long. Hit by Brian Brosnahan. And an ace by Salcedo.
Wow.
You know, if we've made some errors here early on, Ed, you've got to admit some of these numbers on these Roseville jerseys are hard to read.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And there's the short set right there that Skaggs takes care of. And another tap out. Mason Salcedo goes on a run of 3 points. And timeout is called by the Tigers.
Well, turned it around in a hurry there from 11-10 to 14-11.
Well, Ed, I can't help but thinking that the one thing that has been lacking so far tonight is the service game for the Miners. You take away those 5 errors, and you've got a 3-point lead now for the Miners. It seems to me it would be more dramatic than it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, the Miners, I don't, for whatever reason, you know, they're serving into the net, they're serving long. You know, they're calming down in terms of being able to have the hitters to hit the court, but you've got to serve, get the ball in play. It's like the hit and run in baseball. You've got to get the ball in play.
Kind of what we've seen early on. I know it's very early in the match, but if the Miners can play their game, they seem to be a more dominant team than Roseville.
I think so. I mean, Roseville has clearly got good athletic players, but everything goes through Havel, you know.
So Salcedo back at the service line. And another ace.
Wow.
They're having a hard time with Mason Salcedo's service game.
Well, he really has a good one.
Nice dig by Salcedo. And now an opportunity for Roseville, and they get the kill. Number 1, Brian Brosnahan. And back to serve is Jensen Bailey again. And another nice block at the net. Salcedo doing a good job in the setting game. There's the dig. Salcedo with the set. Brosnahan, and a double hit is called. Marco Salcedo now almost onto the court, yelling instructions.
Well, trying to keep him in the lead, you know. Don't let him catch up to you again.
Riley Bearzins to serve. There's the dig. Kittle.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice.
Evan Kittle, the senior. A lot of the offense will go through Evan tonight. Skaggs. Nice dig. Overset. Into the net. Double hit. A lift. They're going to call a lift on that. But Eddie hit it into the net and then played it a second time.
Right.
And Cole Williams now serving. Miners up by 4.
There you go, set Brosnahan.
Nice play by Williams. Now over on this side, and the kill is there by Harrison McCormick.
Man.
We see a lot going through McCormick tonight, Ed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he can get them, you know.
So a bit of an experiment as Marco Salcedo will be doing tonight. Oh, nice play, but there's the tip right down to the floor by number 5, Neil Riley. And now it's Brosnahan to serve. A dink.
Is that
right
Brosnahan
there.
Came up and got that one? Made that save there.
Evan Kittle on the kill. Kittle's played well tonight.
Kittle's just had a good career. You know, I look every year. He's been just a solid player, whatever he's called on to do. Oh, we'd have to have a little lie down here with these service errors.
I think that's 7 so far in this set, Ed.
I believe so.
Oh, nice dig by Salcedo. Free ball by Kittle. Now a chance for the Miners. Coming to McCormick, but right into the block.
Wow. Yep.
Combination of Habil
and Riley.
Yeah.
Riley's a freshman, too. That's kind of scary. Tall kid like that. Good nose for the ball.
That's Ed's fault. So here we go. This time it's Kittle. And into the net. It was a bad set.
Brosnahan.
That was a tough one for Brosnahan.
Well, he was laying way back trying to get to it, and you just don't have any control when you're in that kind of posture in the air.
And here's McCormick at the service line. Oh, and the touch. Miners by 3, a tenuous part of this first set, 21-18.
You know, they've got to stay with it right now. Roseville is not out until you beat them.
Big Daniel Seal back to serve for the Roseville Tigers. Free ball for Nevada Union. Nice play there. That is Chandler Heppy.
Seal got the serve and a dig there.
Heppy found the perfect spot there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's why you make a little tip like that.
Steven Skaggs back in. Oh, and that will go. We've seen that many times. We call it the air conditioning unit, but it doesn't condition much air, does it?
No. I believe I would get in here with some equipment in the off season and take that thing out. Oh, nice work.
Logan Curley with the kill off the block. 23-19. Miners rolling, and a timeout called by Roseville. Well, kind of a broken record here, Ed, but you take the service faults out, and I think that Roseville's had 2, but the Miners have had 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they, hitting errors, service errors.
You'd have to think, if he hasn't done so already, that Marco Salcedo will say something between set 1 and set 2 for the Miners to focus in on that aspect of their game. They bring that kind of a game against a team like Granite Bay, it's going to betray them.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, it's all they can do to stay with it here. And, Roseville is not a team you can just stand around and give them points while you're doing this,
But, an old saying that you've always had is you have to put the foot on the neck
absolutely
of that opponent. And,
yeah, you can't, no. I mean, let them hang around like this. That won't work.
Strong line in for Salcedo right now. Mm-hmm. Logan Curley right up in the front. And I believe that went into the, nope, it came off the block.
Yep. They were up so high you couldn't be sure.
Big point here with Jensen Bailey serving. Salcedo with the set. Skaggs looked like it was the tip, but no.
Well, he had to, I think it was a little close to his
He had to work
chin.
around that block
exactly.
too,
Exactly. That was a tough shot for anybody. And
Big point for the Miners, and it goes into the net. So we are now at 23-22.
Man. Coach Salcedo giving them some left hand hit there by Skaggs.
And off the block and out. So Kittle found a way to find the finger.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe I put that incorrectly, but he found the finger of the block.
Exactly. No, you go for the block, try to hit it where they can't.
24-22, set point for Nevada Union. They'll have 2 of them if they need them. Nice dig. Mason Salcedo.
Oh, didn't get a lift on that.
Kittle. And down.
Oh. Salcedo diving in there.
So if the Miners are to take this set easily, they will have to do it on this side out. Skaggs. Yes! And that's your first set. Skaggs puts a punctuation mark with the left hand on it. Miners prevail 25-23 in set 1. We'll be back for set 2 in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball. This is the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
So here we are back for set 2. Nevada Union squeaks one out. They know what they need to do in set 2. And Mason Salcedo is going to start it off for Nevada Union. Marco Salcedo back with a heavy lineup. A lot of height, a lot of skill. So let's see what the Miners can do here in this second set. And here we go. Kittle gets it back over. Another opportunity for the Tigers. Great dig by Kittle, but then struck long.
Harrison McCormick.
Habil to serve for Roseville. Oh!
Whoa. Whoa.
Evan Kittle with a definitive kill.
Man. Got it closer to the line than the Roseville setter expected, too. Roseville.
Looking for a touch, no touch, Nevada Union point.
Just had to get out of the way of that one.
Riley Berzin serving. Now the Miners with an opportunity. Kittle. Nice dig. And struck into the net by Trevor Pratt. Pratt shakes his head, a point that Roseville really wanted. Miners up 3-1 here early on. And that is struck out by Mason Salcedo. 3-2, going back to serve Jensen Bailey for Roseville. Skaggs. McCormick. And Kittle definitively off the block.
Riding his bicycle in the air there.
Cole Williams to serve for Nevada Union. Ahead 4-2. Air by Brian Brosnahan. How do you pronounce it?
Brosnahan. He didn't get much on that last one on the right side, and then that one.
And out. Oh, that's an ace.
Bailey.
At least in the early stages here, Nevada Union is kind of taking advantage of some of Roseville's weaknesses.
Right.
Nice block. Off the block. Here's the set. And that's out.
Wow.
Great play there by Cole Williams. He followed the ball right to the floor.
Yeah. Just making sure it was going to land out.
And timeout Roseville. And it's Williams who has started the Miners out strong, leading 7-2 here in this second set.
Well, 3-1, 4-2, and then 7-2. So, you know, if you can get your service game to work, it'll take you there. But
well, and you know, who expected it to be Williams that would start off the match with a good array of points to take the Miners up 7-2?
Yeah, here we go. This was nice to watch, where he watches the ball to the ground.
This should be a classic scene if we caught it well.
There it comes. So he's diving for it, but
he follows it right to the ground, pulls his hands back, saying, "Hey, I didn't touch that."
No, just making sure it's not going to land in bounds.
You know, and they'd be well served to really try to have a dominant set. Oh, and it's just out.
Well, McCormick was right on the outside there, and the angle wasn't in his favor.
Into the game comes Neil Riley for Roseville. Trevor Pratt at the service line. And that's out.
Not by a lot.
Kittle with a strong hit, and the line judge thought about it for a second before raising that red flag. 7-4. Kittle. McCormick off the block.
Good one.
Well, I've been impressed with McCormick tonight. I'm not sure that Marco expected him to play a leading role, but he surely contributed.
Absolutely. No, he's been there when you need him.
Kittle serving. He's had an excellent match tonight. And that's out. The kill was there.
Yeah, the block was there, but he tried to go around it, and they didn't have space. Coach Simon.
And that also is out.
Uh-oh.
So the Miners by 6. Kittle with 2 sequential points. See if we can make it 3. McCormick. And a double hit is called. Cross the hand serving. Nice dig by Kittle. McCormick again. They block it right into Mason Salcedo.
Couldn't get out of the way of that one.
10-6. Oh, nice dig. Oh, nice play again, McCormick.
That was a good one. You got to drift it over, and he saw the chance and put it down. Like a middle blocker. That was an interesting move on his part.
Smart play, though, Ed. He saw right where nobody was.
Exactly.
And so here's McCormick to serve.
Whoa. Yeah.
And that point started with a good dig. Here it is, Ed.
See, Williams got it up, and
here's Kittle.
Kittle able to, and that was a, gone point at that point.
And another error by
wheel,
Roseville.
The wheels are off.
And the down ref looked at the coach, said, do you want a timeout?
Yeah, she came up as if she was going to take one, and I think figured out she's got a sub that she can put in. And
Miners by 7, their largest lead of the match. McCormick again. And a nice dink.
Switch out your setter and put Habil in as a hitter there.
Habil, their captain.
Right.
He is the 5'8" senior.
As you see, setter opposite, hitter opposite. Outside hitter opposite hitter.
Oh!
Wow.
And hit out by Logan Curley.
Yeah.
13-8. Out of the back row, Kittle sends it right into the net. Marco Salcedo on his knees over on the far side. And now his lead has been cut to 4.
Well, Coach Simon didn't call that timeout. Figured she didn't need to, I guess.
Logan Curley with an excellent kill. Miners get the side out. Skaggs comes back in. Marco Salcedo talking to Curley. Coming out, Cole Williams. And now it's Chandler Heppy, who will be going to the United States Air Force Academy next season. On the Nevada Union has the military well represented. Pat McTighe.
That's right.
Back from a serve of duty in Afghanistan. Habil, and he gets the kill. The lead cut to 3, 14-11. And that's out. Oh, but there's a touch. Yeah. So the point goes to Nevada Union. Very fortunate there, Ed.
Oh, yeah. No, 14-12 is not where you want to be.
So Mason Salcedo, as you can see on the screen, with Nevada Union leading 15-11. We're in the second set. The Miners won the first set, 25-23. And off the block. Oh, nice play by Kittle, and into the net is Roseville. And it looks like it was Jensen Bailey. They could use another one of those runs that Mason Salcedo orchestrated in the first set. Wow. Ed, will you just put a sock in my mouth?
No.
You know, many times we've complimented a player and it's been a prelude to a service fault. Skaggs. See if he goes to Skaggs again. It's the short set. Skaggs jousts it over. There's the block. And that will be a Miner point. Once it goes off of, you could not see this, but once it goes off that unit up above there and goes over the net, it becomes the other team's point. So Nevada Union prevailing there, up by 5, 17-12. Nice dig. Heppy. Evan Kittle it's out.
Wound up, swung for the bleachers.
Seal serving. Again, and there's the point. Nice kill by Skaggs.
Skaggs has a lot of presence there in the middle when he's there. It's
We'd like to remind you that at the end of tonight's match, timeout Roseville, at the end of tonight's match, Ed and I will be naming the Nevada Union Miner Player of the Game, so stay tuned after the contest for the naming of the Player of the Game along with our post-game interview. Ed, who's having an especially good match tonight?
Well, the usual suspects, Kittle, Skaggs, you know.
You know, I've been really impressed with Harrison McCormick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Logan Curley has surely had his moments, too.
Well, it's what you've got to have when you get a situation where Greg Paul goes down. People have got to come out and, you know, show us they can do things, because you don't have one of your crucial
good shot of the Nevada Union huddle there. You see number 2 in the background. There is Logan Curley.
Skaggs immediately to his left.
Pat McTighe, the assistant coach for Nevada Union, actually played on the Army volleyball team before he started his stint in Afghanistan. Cole Williams to serve. Nice dig, but they couldn't get to it. You might ask, do they play over in Afghanistan? And unfortunately, they're so busy that they don't have a chance to. In fact, Pat had an attack on where he was stationed towards the end of his tour of duty. And that's out. Looking for the touch. Brosnahan flipping his fingers as if to say, where was the touch? Miners up by 5, 19-14.
Not on the ball.
Off the block. Miners may be able to keep it in play, and they do. Off the block and out. Harrison McCormick with the block, but the ball deflected out of bounds. McCormick. And there's the point. Ed, you've always talked about the fact that the first team to 20 you feel has an advantage. The Miners are there now, 2015.
Yep, up by 5 with 5 to go.
And here's McCormick serving. And into the net. Brosnahan again with the attempted kill, but struck it right into the net. Excellent play by Nevada Union to keep that ball in play after a great play by Habib, and number 8 hits it into the net. We don't have him on our scorecard tonight.
Puzzling. Somebody else with a different number.
So McCormick maintains his position at the service line with the Miners up by 7. And a nice little punt gets the point. Neil Riley with the kill for the Tigers. Starting to draw the curtain down just a tad on this second set. Miners by 6, 22-16. And now by 7. Christian Avito with the kill.
Thought he was coming into play before, but he got in now and got himself a kill.
Chandler Heppy serving. And that is out. Oh. Skaggs taps it wide. (23-17). And Daniel Seal back to serve. Oh, a nice play by Habib. Wow. Finds the opening in the Miners defense. Miners by 5, 23-18 in the second set. They won the first. Wow. And a little bit of a mishit by Logan Curley, but just enough of a change of pace for the Miners to get the point.
Exactly.
Vito comes out and Salcedo comes in. Set point. And that is the second set, 25-18. Miners win the first 25-23. They win the second 25-18. We'll be back for set 3 in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
I'm hungry.
Are we ready to order?
Yes.
Yes, I want pancakes.
Pancakes sounds good, Dad. Daddy skewered.
I love pancakes at Old Town Cafe.
I love pancakes at Old Town Cafe.
Today's modern transmissions are engineering marvels, shifting up to 7 different gears while you drive. That's why when your transmission needs service, you can rely on the experience of trained technicians Jim and Marvin at Jim's Transmissions. They have decades of experience and stand ready to repair any transmission problem, from a simple diagnosis to a complete rebuild. It's Jim's Transmissions, keeping your car and truck moving down the road. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Gil. And yes, we're looking forward to the Nevada Union Player of the Game. Ed, who are your top 4 candidates tonight?
I think you'd have to say Kittle, and have to put Skaggs in there somewhere. He's been pretty much a factor in everything. I think like you said, McCormick, you've got to take into account. Logan Curley making a bid right there.
That was a perfect set, though, Ed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, that you got one like that, you can pick your shot.
So the Miners off to a positive start in set 3. They're up 2-0. And Mason Salcedo serving. And a nice kill by Trevor Pratt. Jensen Bailey to serve for the Tigers. And Kittle with the kill. Evan Kittle swings hard. Short set. And another block. I don't know whether it was Kittle or Skaggs, but one of the two, and the Miners are tied at 2. Max Bishop to serve for Nevada Union. And the kill.
Brosnahan. Yeah.
Roseville with the lead by 1. And Skaggs off the block earns the point for Nevada Union. Cole Williams back for Nevada Union, a good shot of him. Oh! And an overset is taken care of with authority by Evan Kittle.
Wow, Brosnahan there waiting to see what was going to happen and right by him.
Ed Kittle has played a ferocious match tonight.
He really has. I think, knowing that Paul's out and it's on him as a senior.
See if the Miners can save this one. And they do.
And Max Bishop, nice play in the back line there.
And that struck long. Brosnahan.
One thing with Roseville is almost everything offensive goes through Brosnahan. So as he goes, so goes the team.
And out.
McCormick watches it to the ground.
Miners doubling up so far on Roseville, 6-3. And that is long. Zach Mancha.
Came in to set, so Habil was available to hit.
And they're calling it touch. It goes back over to Nevada Union.
Yeah, he was a little tentative about that.
And Brosnahan shakes his head saying no.
Nope.
But the line judge says yes, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Call him over, make sure you know what he did.
Now a chance for the Miners.
Oh, nice. Habil kept it in play.
Oh, and there's the block, and a perfect one at that by Neil Riley. Miners' lead is at 2, 7-5. Now it's a 3.
Coach Simon didn't have to say a thing to Brosnahan.
Brosnahan is a fierce competitor.
Oh, absolutely. No, you look at their numbers and he leads. He's, the guy on this team. Yeah.
And a palm ball.
Back row attack, do over. A little bit of everything on that one.
So this is a do-over. Miners still leading 8-5. And the service fault by McCormick. And Seal back to serve. Tigers only down by 2 in this third set. The Miners have taken the first 2 sets. Kittle. Nice play by Kittle, and there's the set. Has to play it carefully. Kittle, but no one will get to that one. So the lead is at 1, 8-7.
Yeah, Curley had to play it back over, and Habil right there on it.
And that'll be the Miners' point. Comes off of that system up in the ceiling again and over the net. And now Chandler Heppy. Nice dig by Kittle. Oh. But hit into the block by Logan Curley. And Habil to serve. Short set and the point. Skaggs again for Nevada Union. He loves that short set.
Well, you got somebody that can do what he can with it. You don't need to let that one rest in the quiver.
There's a good shot of Mason Salcedo. And another long serve.
You better watch out. You'll have an assignment to put 1,000 serves in the book the next while, you know.
And a perfect hit by Skaggs. He picks that corner and delivers. 11-9 Miners. Tighter than they would like it to be, and into the game again comes Max Bishop.
That's it. You saw Morin in the back corner there sort of rub his hand through his hair of frustration. That one getting by like that. Ooh.
And a nice kill by Brosnahan. Miners with only a 1-point lead, 11-10. It's been a close set all the way. Nice pancake.
Salcedo.
Whoa. Skaggs got the block on that one.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Skaggs checks out as Cole Williams checks in for Nevada Union. And a beautiful play by Happy, finds the opening and guides it to the floor.
He's had some luck with finesse shots this evening.
And here's Kittle right into the block, but the Miners get the ball up again. And now it comes to McCormick, and,
wow.
And on an error by Roseville, the Miners get the point. That was off of Jensen Bailey. And here's a sensational play by Mason.
Well, this was really something. I mean, the ball was down, and he dives in and gets the pancake. Kept it alive, got the point. Nice work.
And we've got a timeout by Roseville with the Miners up by 4.
Yeah.
Ed, and now watch this in regular speed.
That's when it's really scary to watch. Here it comes, and I'm not getting down that fast. Got the block. That was. Yep, that would have been a point for the other guys, and go back and forth and get the block.
So the Miners with the serve and with the 4-point lead. It has been difficult for Nevada Union to break away tonight. Although you see in that second set, 25-18.
Well, they were able to get up and stay ahead, but it took a little while.
Cole Williams. See if they can save this one. Bounces around, and Mason Salcedo sends it over. And a nice kill by Brosnahan again. Brosnahan has had a solid game tonight.
Far and away the kills leader for Roseville.
Wow, Chandler Happy again.
You're back there and you're Bailey and Pratt. You're hoping he won't hit too many more of those.
And another kill by Brosnahan. The lefty out of Roseville
When you get a left-handed right-side hitter, he pretty much can do as he pleases.
Chandler Heppy is taking over this match. Another kill by Heppy. Logan Curley is coming in, and Max Bishop will exit. Nice up by Kittle. Miners keep the ball in play. Off the block. McCormick with it up, and now it comes on over. Oh. And they cannot get to the pancake this time.
Habil could see that hole and just tipped it over.
Here is Seal back to serve. Miners up by 3, 26-13. Excuse me, 16-13. Salcedo gets it back over. That was going to go long. Out of the back row is Kittle. Sent back over, off the block.
Whoa.
Great play by Salcedo. And now the Miners with a chance here. Not over yet.
Whoa.
Habil with the set. And now the Miners with a try. And there's Chandler Heppy, but the save is there. And there's the kill.
Yep.
A well-earned point for the Tigers. Trevor Pratt with the last touch. Salcedo tries a kill. That'll go wide, so the Miners with a hard-earned point.
You could watch Cole Williams there wondering if he was going to have to make a play and realizing he didn't and just watching it to the ground.
A tenacious Roseville Tigers team keeping this set close.
Oh. Salcedo lost his footing and Skaggs could just only watch.
Well, you know, Mason's played a great match tonight.
Absolutely.
Nice set. And there's the point.
Curley. Logan Curley.
Curley finds the spot and puts the ball there.
You know, I remember Coach Simon bringing her teams up in the past and then being really tenacious like this. Not giving up.
And Mason Salcedo serving for the Miners. And it's long. Jensen Bailey for Roseville. Miners with a scant 2-point lead. But Skaggs finds it around the right side of the block and finishes the play. Max Bishop back in here in this third set. His dad, Chris Bishop, a science teacher here at Nevada Union, up in the stands watching his son tonight. Nice up. Kittle.
Whoa, very nice.
Very well done. Riley comes back in as Morin comes out. Kittle, but he hits it into the net.
Oh.
Miners lead down to 1. Up ref looks over to Salcedo to see if he wants a timeout. He does not take it. But there's Skaggs again. And a double hit is called. Miners the first team to 20, Ed.
That's right. Skaggs is making a difference for the Miners.
Habil with the kill. Comes right off of the arm of Harrison McCormick. Lead back to 1.
Coach Salcedo talking to McCormick about lateral movement there to get in front of the ball. Oh, very nice.
And we had said the lead was at 1, but it read 2019. It went to 21-19. And now the Miners with a 3-point lead late here in this third set.
I wondered when it had a 1-point lead. Whoa.
Oh, they're going to have a chance to play this. And now a chance to win the point. Kittle. And he finds the floor.
Wow.
And here comes the Roseville coach to ask for a clarification on that last play because Okay, so that's what we're looking at here.
Right. Yeah,
I think it is 22-19.
I think you're right. Somebody clicked it because they were up by 2 and lost 1, and suddenly they're, it goes back to 2.
And here comes, you see,
I think
they're in front of us is
Coach Salcedo says 22 also, so Coach Simon was right, and the confusion we were feeling was accurate too. I never am very good at running the scoring machine myself. I'd always forget to click or click too soon or click twice.
But we knew it was 2019.
22-19. Yeah, that was it. They were within 1. They had
big opportunity for the Miners. Off the block.
Ooh.
Free ball. Who does it go to? It goes to Heppy. Habil. Salcedo. McCormick, yes!
Whoa, excellent. Oh, McCormick was happy with that one. Well, that's good. You get in a situation like that, you can lose your momentum while they try to decide the scoreboard.
Miners slowly trying to reel in this match.
Whoa, outside.
1 point away, 5-point lead. 1 point away, this will be match point. And it's a fault. So, Ed, they may very well begin it with a fault and end it with a fault.
Too many service errors tonight. Too many. About a dozen.
Kittle. And there's the touch, and there's the match.
You could hear the touch. Are they going to call it?
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Oh, they're going to call a
back row attack.
So Brosnahan lives to serve another point. But that's going to be it.
Harrison McCormick.
Team effort.
Yep, definitely.
And our Touchdown Productions player of the game, we're going to go tonight with Evan Kittle. Evan with a great match tonight. Several people rose to the occasion. Let's give honorable mention to Harrison McCormick and Chandler Heppy. Mason Salcedo had a great match, as did Steven Skaggs. But our player of the game for tonight is going to be Evan Kittle. So the Miners win it in 3. You can't say that It was a work of art, but the Miners surely were there, and they made it happen. And so we're going to be joined here at courtside by Evan Kittle, our Touchdown Productions player of the game. Evan, good match tonight. That must have felt good coming off of a pretty difficult weekend.
Yeah, it definitely did. The one key thing about this match was that it was even keel the whole time. We were just playing straight through. And usually, like this past weekend, we'd be creaming the team, come down, and let them score like 7 points off of us. So to keep, just keep pounding away was really good for us.
Very consistent. You look at the first match, you'd have to say that the service challenge really played into that 25-23 set. But then after that pretty much got cured, then you were able to play a very consistent match and really lead most of the final 2 sets.
Yeah, definitely. That first set, I think we missed 7 serves. So Marco came and talked to us, and he's like, 25-23, that could have been 25-18, could have been a blowout. So he really came to us, and we stepped up. So,
Evan, a little bit of adversity here with Greg Paul going down. Does that put more pressure on you?
You know what? It really does. We really relied on Greg, to get some of the big hits. And after Greg, did something to his foot, Marco came to me and he's like, hey, this is the only way. And I was like, okay, I'm up for the challenge. So I'm ready to go all year.
Is this a team now with Paul out that needs to be a little bit reinvented?
I think tonight we did a bit of that, actually. After the Bellarmine tournament, we were kind of rocky because of Greg's injury. But tonight we showed great strength out there. I mean, it was just like playing normally with Greg there. We came together as a team, and I think we did really well.
I thought McCormick had a great match tonight.
He did, yeah. He's going at it.
What a pleasant surprise.
Definitely.
So I guess the thing you look most forward to at this point is another date with Granite Bay.
Well, of course, yeah. Granite Bay, this year, I think we have them. I think we got them this year. Marco was telling us when we played them down there, it was the first time Granite Bay looked like they were scared to play us, and that was a really good feeling. And I finally got over my Granite Bay jitters, going down there and playing. So, I think the last time we played them, the juniors and, everybody was just kind of tense because Granite Bay and everything. But I think next time we got them, I think coming together as a team will be really good.
One final question. What are college plans for next year? Have you gotten that put together yet?
Yeah, actually, I'm studying at UC Santa Cruz.
Very good.
Yep.
The Slugs.
Yep, Banana Slug.
The Banana Slugs.
Yep.
Well, you're no slug, but great match tonight, Evan, our player of the game. Congratulations on a great match, and for all the Miners, the job well done. You'll get to remain in second place with a date on the horizon.
Definitely. Thank you.
Our player of the game, Evan Kittle. Miners take it in 3 tonight, and they do a good job in at least the last 2 sets. And Ed, Evan talked about how in the middle of set 1 and set 2, Marco Salcedo said, hey, listen, that should have been a 25-18 set.
Absolutely.
So you got to get that turned around.
Absolutely, and they did. I mean, it was good to see them buckle down despite all the, jitters and miscommunication there in the first set, and finally settle it down in the second, and then in the third, able to stick it out to the end. So a good win. Should break up that 3-way tie for second place in the Sierra Foothill League.
Well, and a little bit of adversity the last week, so the Miners are going to need to settle down and take the second half of the season and put their sights on winning out.
Yeah, Greg Paul in a boot with the crutches, you don't like to see that sort of thing.
So tonight the Miners take it in 3. They do a good job against a feisty Roseville team. Join us in the coming weeks for a game that we will have against Ponderosa. And for the Miners, looking forward to the schedule ahead. Our executive producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Camera operators, Bianca Cruz-Manafor, Lauren Unger, and Shannon Doyle. Announcers, hey Ed, great to get back in the seat here with you tonight. Oh, back in the saddle, huh?
You too, Jim. Many thanks.
Remote facilities by Commander 2. Commander Maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto Service, along with Reeves Auto Parts. Player of the game, Touchdown Productions and Stuckey Engravers. Touchdown Accounting by Cinto Graciano, LLP. And Touchdown Productions is happy to bring you this contest. So there are ways to order your DVDs. Over 1,500 sports telecasts now available since 1997. Tune into us each week. Many ways to watch the program. Comcast Channel 11, along with about 7 others. Food and Farm New Time on Tuesday at 7. And our next match, 422, Miners versus Ponderosa. So for Gil Dominguez, Ed Martin, and the rest of the Touchdown Productions team, this is Jim Adams reminding you that you've been watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Volleyball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Good night, everybody.